Hey folks, it's the Old Gray Mare. There's some great backpacking deals out there on gear for both adults and kids. So without further ado, let's go take a look. So the first screaming deal that I spotted today was the REI Co-op Trail Bake 60 pack, and this is for women. It is a very highly rated pack. It normally lists at $149, and REI has it listed today for $73.93. My best guess is you can probably only get this pack online, and it only comes in one color, and that's tumbleweed. And I have a picture of the tumbleweed backpack here. REI says that it's a 60-liter pack. It's an internal frame. Its best use is for backpacking. Its gear capacity has a really nice size gear capacity at 3,661 cubic inches. It weighs 3 pounds 11 ounces, so it's not the lightest pack out there, but it certainly is not the heaviest. But best of all, it does have an adjustable torso length, so that's something that you could either adjust at home or take it to a local REI or other outfitter and ask them to expertly adjust it to your torso. It does fit torso lengths 15 to 19 inches and waist and hips of 28 to 44 inches. It does look like it's really well made. I've seen one of these particular packs in real life, and it just looks like a really nice pack, but it was retailing for $150 when I was looking at it, and that was just a little bit out of my price range at the time. It's 28 by 13 by 13 inches. It does have hilt belt pockets, and it just looks like it's loaded with all kinds of great backpacking features. You can put your water reservoir in there as well. The next deal at REI this week is at REI's outlet, and it is the Mountainsmith Morrison 2 tent. So once you get to REI's website, you just simply click on REI outlet on the top left-hand side of their banner, and you will find this tent listed in the outlet, and it is available in citron green. It's a freestanding tent. It sleeps 2 people, and it's a 3-season tent. Under the specs, it says that its packed weight is 5 pounds 9 ounces, and its minimum trail weight is 4 pounds 2 ounces. It does have 2 doors. Its peak height is 43 inches, so that's a really nice height for you to be able to sit up in once you're inside the tent. The poles are aluminum, and the canopy is 68 denier polyester, so it does not come with a footprint. But there are tons of footprints available out there, nice lightweight ones. I got a nature hike one for our tent, and like I said, it is a freestanding tent. You could do a lot worse for $149 on a 2-person tent. If you do have 2 people, of course, you can split the weight up between the 2 of them. We leave our stuff sack at home, and I carry the tent, and River Otter carries the canopy and the footprint, and we just divide the weight between us, and I carry the poles and the stakes. So between the 2 of us, we're able to divide the weight of our tent up really nicely. But a minimum trail weight of 4 pounds 2 ounces for a backpacking tent listed just under $150. This looks like a great tent. All right, the next deal that's happening at REI this week is the REI Co-op Passage 2 tent with a footprint. We actually have this tent at our house. Once both Big Bear and Bear Cub decided they'd like to start backpacking too. We went out as a family on the Colorado Trail Section 5. And so we basically started off not far from, basically in the Lost Creek Wilderness area, all the way up to Kenosha Pass. So we actually did that particular section northbound rather than southbound. We had a great time. We were out there for a couple of nights, and we really enjoyed this tent as a family. So 2 of us slept in the Kelty Ranger Doug 2-person, and 2 of us slept in the REI Co-op Passage 2 tent. Now, one of the things that really stood out to us about this tent when we bought it is that it came with a footprint. It had a vestibule, it had 2 doors, and it was pretty lightweight. It was a great 3-season tent too. We got rained on, and this tent did really well. The minimum trail weight for this one is 4 pounds 2 ounces, and the packed weight is 5 pounds 10 ounces. Again, we left that stuff sack at home, and Big Bear kept the majority of the tent in their backpack, and Bear Cub took the footprint and the stakes. And Bear Cub is a little bit younger than River Otter, so we wanted to make sure that we weren't weighing Bear Cub down too much. The floor dimensions are 88 by 52, and the peak height is 40 inches. There was plenty of room for 2 adults to sit up in that tent as well, with one of those adults being 5 foot 8 inches. It does have 2 doors, and the poles are aluminum. Everything, all of the fabric's polyester, and it is a freestanding tent. I can't say enough good things about this tent. It's not super lightweight, but it's been very durable for us so far, and we've taken it out on several backpacking trips, and it's just done really well. There was 0 condensation after the rain happened the next morning. Just like all equipment experiences are going to vary, but after using this with our family, I just can't recommend it enough. It also has like little hooks inside to hang your gear up. There are some little pockets to put your phone or other gizmos. Maybe you've got a book or toys. We bring along little solar powered lamps that our kids love, and those charge up during the day as we're walking along, and then when we got to our campsite that night, we put the little lamps inside there too. So it was nice to be able to hang those too. So this REI Co-op Passage 2 tent just makes a really nice little home away from home when you're backpacking. All right, the next deal coming up this week is over at Al's Sporting Goods, and you can go to als.com, that's ALS.com, and you will find a Gregory Maven 65 backpack. This is actually the backpack that I wanted when my daughter River Otter inspired me to get into backpacking over the age of 50, but I was on a budget, and my backpack is actually a Gregory Amber 60, and I like it very much. It's a great pack. This is a Maven 65. It's just a really great size backpack, especially if you're a parent and you're needing to bring along gear for a kiddo, or if you are maybe you're through hiking and you need lots of room for food, extra clothes, your own tent, all that good stuff. So this particular tent has all kinds of features like sunglasses quick stow. It has a rain cover integration, trekking pole attachments, adjustable back panel. It has an adjustable hip belt. It's got pockets on the hips. It's got a mesh stow pocket in the front, which is of course a great place to keep a jacket or anything that you're going to need really quickly. There's a zipper up top and a zipper on the inside of the top of your brain there on your backpack. It's just got a ton of storage, lots and lots of features. I can see places where you could put your tent poles, your trekking poles if you needed to stow them, and then looking over at that nice ventilation that Gregory provides. It just looks like a fantastic pack. Like I said, I did try one of these, fell in love with it, but just couldn't afford it. But this one is on sale for closer to $200. It's closer to the $200 side than the $300 side, and it does come in 2 different sizes. One would be extra small to small, depending on your torso size, and then it also comes with small to medium. I'm just a little bit over 5'6", so if it was me, I would order a small to medium, and then I would either watch a YouTube video on how to adjust it at home, or I would take it somewhere like REI or maybe even Al's if you live near an Al's, and have them adjust it for you with some weight in it. But again, this is the Amber the Gregory Maven 65, and it is at Al's Sporting Goods. And Al's is where we actually bought our tent for backpacking. 2 years ago, we bought the Kelty Ranger Doug 2-person for River Otter and myself, and that tent has been wonderful. And Al's provided free shipping, and they also had, I think they got it to us within a day or two. So our experience with Al's so far has been wonderful. Oh yes, I was definitely able to find some great deals for kids too. The first one was still over here at als.com, and it is for a great kids backpack called the Gregory Icarus 40 Youth for Kids. This backpack weighs just over 2 pounds, and it has a ton of features, everything from side pockets to store snacks. It's got places to rest trekking poles, and one of the things that really push it over the edge for me, and thinking about my own kids when we go backpacking, is that it has a compartment on the bottom that opens so that if you need quick access to any of your gear that you would store on the bottom. For us, it's things to do with our tent. So River Otter typically has our rain fly and our footprint for our tent down towards the bottom of her sleeping bag. So knowing that that's there when you're getting set up just is going to help you with organization. And that bottom pocket, it does have an area where you can actually just keep it open, or you can have basically turn it into a little compartment just by bringing a small piece of material over. It also has a great big area to store your hydration pouch, your hydration bladder, and there's a big mesh area on the back of it, the part that faces out, not the part that faces your back, where you can store books, toys. I see they've got a slingshot here. Hey, you never know when you're going to need one. So what a great pack for just over $100 at Al's. Oh yes, just one more. And last but not least, this is another pack for kids. It is called the Deuter Kids Fox 40 Trekking Backpack. And you can find it on sale at EMS or Eastern Mountain Sports. Just go to ems.com and you will find the Deuter Kids Fox 40 Trekking Backpack. This pack has a lot of great features for kiddos as well, including a bottom compartment like we just saw in the Gregory Icarus. It has a padded hip belt. It's got a great sternum strap. It has load adjustment straps. It's got 2 external pockets where you can put everything from water bottles to trekking poles to tent poles to stuffed animals, basically anything you could think of. This one does weigh a little bit more than the Gregory Icarus. It is coming in at 2.9 pounds, and the volume of it is 40 liters. I have seen this pack sold at REI as well, and it's a great seller. Everybody that I've seen out on trails that has this pack, they have rave reviews for it. So this one is on sale right now for under $100. It is $94.98, and so it's just a little bit over 20% off at EMS, and it comes in 2 different color schemes. You can get it in ocean and midnight, so basically dark blue and medium blue, and you can also get it in cranberry and steel, which is sort of that medium blue and more of a cranberry color.